Good evening, everyone, and welcome to ZSR Main. Tonight we've got another match of the Zelda 2 Randomizer Max Rando Tournament 2026. This is brackets round 1. We've got a game 2 between TheGobOne and drjayphd. I'm Star, our contestant are Elendar and Trossi. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. This is going to be, if this is anything as good as the first race, it's going to be a great one. Drossi was having some technical details. Let's see. Can you hear me, Drossi?
I can hear you. I'm not
sure. We can still barely hear you. Apologies, we're working on some technical issues.
Yep. Technical issues aside, Dr. J stole the first game of this best of 3 on a kind of dumb zero gemmer that turned into a ridiculous glove hunt.
Ridiculous is an understatement. Yeah, if I remember correctly, they ended up having to dig DM at the end for it.
Yeah, I mean, glove could always get you.
Absolutely. Here,
just a bit. We've got a few starting items marked. We'll see the full complement of starting goods in just a second.
Yep. As you can see here, we did take a quick peek just so we can get a head start, and we are off. This is a 2-life seed, the bare minimum, but they start with a lot of magic and a lot of health, and a lot of palaces, I guess. P4 right next to start, and there's another one right here.
Unfortunate for upstab requirement enjoyers, we are also starting with just upstab, no down.
Yep. Islands West, which is always fun. We did not start with boots.
And both runners immediately get a check and see what the red iron knuckles are worth to see if they're worth grinding. Answer no.
That is a 2-item P4, so we might. Okay, GP right next to start. Cool.
That's very nice.
Dr. J deciding, you know what? This is right next to start. It's got 2 items. Might as well take a look.
Yeah, always good to stick your head in. Maybe there's good experience from the palace enemies as well. Looks like 50 from the red Lizalfos, just 30 again for the red iron knuckle. These blues, these could be good, but they can be a bit tricky on attack 1. Yeah, Dr. J going straight left. He's looking for item rooms. So hunting, looking for places that he can find. Here's a small key. So that's going to enable him to do something here.
Candle is trophy blocked. Okay, we probably don't care too much about that.
Yeah, it sort of depends.
I mean, if Rudo's not far from start, it's a couple islands to the northeast of start here. It's just so if we get the trophy early, we might turn it in. It is in the west somewhere, but we might not go out of our way for it. Magic Key on the west is a really good hint, though.
And Dr. J chooses to immediately use that key. Doesn't want to turn back. And finds just a whole lot more of this P4.
Yeah, P4 is seeming to be a bit decent sized here.
Could be another key here, though. Keys are the highest frequency random small item. I think it's like 35%. But that's not a key.
Nope.
I was going to check the Bago, see if the small pool has anything good for him in terms of lives or experience.
300 point P-Bag's not horrible in the early game.
Yeah, for sure. A valuable attack 2 and life 3.
Teeny little island block, boots blocked cave there, and a dead end cave to nowhere.
One of my favorite things about this newest version is the improved islands connection from islands makes the immediate boot requirements on islands a whole lot less likely, although here's the east.
Yep, looks volcanic potentially. Saw what looked like the Valley of Death walk just north of where we came in here.
Yeah, hard to say for sure.
Yep.
Gonna give a blue Azalfos a try, but gonna have to use Ellie for that.
And down to, and that is a late death as well. They are only on 2 lives, so although they have plenty of health, once it goes to 0, things can get a little
Man,
troublesome.
and the blue Azalfos absolutely hammered him 4 bars at life 3, and not even worth 100 points.
Ouch.
XP values today not great, as Dr. J has found an item room. I think he has a key.
I hope so. He does. Cool.
Okay.
And okay, it's a cross, as River Devil's blocking a town today. God finding that, and a P-bag, 150 point P-bag on the desert tile.
Let's see if he's gonna leave P4. Yeah, taken off. Decides that's enough of that.
Yeah, it makes sense. Bit of a slow dig, and it's right next to start. You can go back anytime.
Yeah, those sort of out of logic early palace digs can absolutely give you a huge advantage if you find something good, but fortunately nothing good here.
Yep. Blue Jar Town is Saria today, so we don't care where the water is. Or not water, mirror. And P-bag, okay.
Yep, 300 under the table, not a bad pickup. We're not going to see the far side. We're going to need Bagu's Note or Fairy, or potentially logically required here, the very rare jump plus dash to clear the moat.
Okay, we found our Nukasudo tile is Nukasudo with the fairy spell, okay.
All right, well, there's our logical palace access. Go west to find something. I missed it.
So did I. I think that said 7 magic jars, which it has to be because we have 6.
It was go west to find the spell. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, it would be nice to be able to for it to have been perhaps somewhere on the east here, for instance, but no luck. Fairy spell, though, a good find.
Yeah, at least gives access to more of the west. Was that Glove Town here in Rudo?
No, Rudo was Candletown. I remember specifically
Candletown,
commenting
okay.
on it.
Okay.
So
I thought the sign said Glove Town. I was like, oh man.
nope. We saw this earlier from Gov, so I would have remembered if it was a glove here.
It's Dr. J also learning to go west to find the magic key. He's going to take a slightly longer route out so he can fill up his magic. First of the eastern item caves for Gob, as long as he doesn't get ambushed here, and it's the 7th container. Not going to walk back to New Kasuto, just going to up A, check the far side of Saria. Naburu has the jump spell.
Okay, missed that hint earlier for Jay. Good to know. Guma sits on the what now?
I said we just saw Naburu have the jump spell, but I didn't see if Jay did get a hint. I missed it.
Gob got a hint just now on his side that Guma sits on something.
Guma has the mirror. Okay.
Oh right, duh, because you're in Saria, which that unlocks a blue jar. We don't care. Cool.
Yeah, it's a good thing to know. You know, if you see a one item P5, the difference between knowing that there are no valuable items and not can be a pretty big deal. You just like, well, no need to dig this, especially on a 3-drummer. Just more reason to avoid P5.
Yeah, good point.
Unless you get to P5 and you're like, it's a 3-item P5 and you're like, Plenty of check of these islands for Gob, but not finding anything. Dr. J finds the grass tile and gets his any key, so both runners have logical palace access.
Yep.
Looks like you could just walk all the way around Saria too. There's just a land bridge going all the way around. And our first Bagu sighting. And unfortunately, with all of the starting items and the bonus starting containers, there's a lot of minor items in the pool.
Oh yeah, speaking of that, there's another one, P-Bag and Rauru, thanks.
Yeah, it's early enough that Dr. J is going to at least check his hints. Nukusudo has the glove. There we go. Remember
that is
spell
a very
spell?
good hint. What?
I said, remember that spell?
Hey, it's on the west here too, somewhere. Could be where Gob is, in fact, because he's in Pillar P-Bag Cave.
Yeah, he also didn't check the basement. When he got his 7th container, he just up-A'd. So it still could be there.
Yep. And 150-point P-Bag. Womp womp. The glove hint being the distinctly much more useful item out of Rauru, as we get a 300-point P-Bag for Gob.
Yeah, the P-Bag is worth picking up with this level of experience, but Dr. J forgetting only 1 hint per town for the outside of, the guaranteed hints. The random hints can only be at most once per town. So that guy could not have had anything. More item caves here for Dr. J.
Gob fighting Rauru here. And, ooh, that might be a thing. Gob, seeing that it's just a P-Bag, decides to promptly leave, and does not get that glove hint. As we get the water for Jay.
It's potentially tricky. I think he's still probably pretty likely to recheck Nukusudo at some point. Just because
I'd assume so. It's not far from the east connector we found, and it's 2 items he can get, but...
Patrick
and
saying,
correcting me, that's Bagu's note. Thank you.
well,
Oops.
that's not useful. It's slightly more useful for Dr. J because he doesn't have the fairy spell yet, so he could use it to cut a little bit of time off his walking around on the overworld, but not going to get anything new.
Nope. And, whatever's in Mito, Jay read the sign too fast. I have no idea what it was.
It is yet another P-Bag town. All of our wizards have carried nothing but junk.
I'm not surprised, honestly, as we find 3 or 6, our last palace, on the west. No items. Well, I suppose we'll just take a look in here real quick, see if this is a quickly clearable P3. If this turns out to be P6, I'd probably just get out of here.
Yeah, this definitely makes sense to be a check and see if you get a quick second. And it's 3, so Dr. J probably gonna stick it out. No down stab, but with this much life and attack, Dr. J should have no problem with a down stab with Rebo.
Yeah, they should both be fine on that. Gob and Mito finding... Gee, thank you! Mito has the P-Bag. We now know both items in here. He's just going to find out where to not go for this medicine.
I don't remember. I thought this version had the fix so you couldn't get hints for things that are in the same town. I'll have to check what happened on this one.
Oh, Karok's got downstab. That's it. So that's our other item in 4.
Okay. A little sad Dr. J found the wrong item in 4 then, because he's probably not going to revisit there.
Yeah, I don't think I'd be going back in just for downstab. But you know, at least it's there if you have to. If it turns out they run into a downstab block in GP, GP and 4 are both right next to start.
Yeah, so it could turn out that it's convenient, and if he happens to stumble on the item, maybe you pick it up. Dr. J says, P3 too long, too complicated, I'm out.
Yep, we do spot a raft tile here, and what I think is the southeast corner, basically.
And we'll see if either runner remembers that they started with the raft.
Dr. J does, thankfully. Yes, it sounds stupid. They remember their starting items, but we've seen plenty of problems as, hey, DM, which...
Oh, I have forgotten starting items multiple times already this tournament.
And this is a Caldera DM by the looks of it. Confirmed, yep. And a completely free spec rock coming from the raft tile. Giving us a flute. That might be required.
Yeah, that's a town access at the very least.
Yep, saw Larryville earlier.
Yeah, that could be... I don't think we've seen Old Kasuto, although Old Kasuto isn't useful. But it could be Darunia. It's always good stuff in Darunia.
Yeah. Well, do we know? Well, we don't know what's in Old Kasuto, do we?
Old Kasuto is the medicine.
Ah, never mind. That's the thing I forgot. Thank you.
And that's just a p-bag, unfortunately.
Yeah, we don't care about that.
Nobody... Oh, man, Dr. J taking 2 deaths in Death Mountain and decides, you know what, this is awful. Unfortunately, if he wants a candle, he's going to have to find a trophy, and who knows where that is. I mean, it's in the west, but who knows where that is. Probably Boots Blocked at this point.
Yeah, there is a one-off Boots Blocked cave somewhere not far from start, I think. We saw it relatively early. Yeah, it's right there for Jay, in fact.
Yeah, and Gob has looped here in this P3, so it looks like this is a non-logical, unless he just unintentionally looped. It looks like it may be a non-logical layout.
Unfortunately, my sense of directions is garbage as ever, so I can't help you there.
Yeah, but he's sticking it out. Dr. J decided to leave. Understandable.
It is a shorter palace on average. It's just that this one is not proving nice and there are no items, so...
I think if you're Dr. J, you definitely prefer to do a 1, 2, 4, because you've already seen a bunch of 4, and it is a little shorter than 3 on average.
Mm-hmm. And that was indeed Old Kasuto on the flute. Wah, wah. Jay doesn't do that, admittedly, but he's going to...
He's got cheap dash. This might be a time where it makes sense to go check the Old Kasuto hint. The Old Kasuto hint has been updated in this update to always be a helpful hint. So could be good because we haven't seen our Fairy Reflect Thunder hint yet.
Nope.
It's not typically something you see runners check, but Dash Spell definitely makes it a lot more reasonable. Well, Dash Spell and a Cross. Basically the ideal situations if you do want to check it.
Mm-hmm. But decides to head out here. Gob has just beat Rebo, so he is out, and I assume we'll shortly find his DM. Looking like actually a vanilla-like East, it seems, given this layout.
Yeah, but Gob took a little bit of a look and said, nope, I'm not interested. I want boots.
I don't blame him on that one. Unfortunately, yeah, well, at the moment, actually, no. Flute is currently non-issue, since it was just a Old Kasuto there. Dr. J doesn't have... There's no fairy hint that I can remember. New Kasuto wasn't too far from where we started here on the east. Dr. J just took a different direction, so it might be a bit before he gets there. That's Thunder Spell for Jay, though, on the Buru.
I believe does he have the water? He does not have the water.
No, we don't have it. We haven't found it. I got confused with that, and
we'll see if the Thunder Spell is hanging out
I confused
in the
the water
not.
and the notes, so...
No, I guess it is on the... Man, that was so quick for Dr. J. I missed that item out of the fountain. We're going to get a water hint. It's in Darunia. Okay, so Darunia definitely holding the goods, but where is it?
No, Tear, the medicine and the water are different items. Medicine sometimes called water of life, which is confusing. I prefer to call it medicine to avoid said confusion because the fountain water is what we need to get that thunder spell, and we don't have it. That's in Darunia.
The thirsty lady is sending you on a quest to go get the water. Slightly more convoluted than this flag said. Although I do believe we did at least once relatively recently see a fountain containing water. Also, in one of the recent races, I think it might have been the previous one, this had Child at Upstab guy. He was just hanging out next door.
That one's pretty funny.
Alright, so Gob now going the other way he didn't go before, gonna get all this stuff Dr. J did, as Dr. J loops around to get all the stuff that Gob got previously. Eventually.
P1 for Dr. J, so he's going to see what's in here.
Yeah, basically guaranteed both runners gonna do this P1 when they find it.
Oh, I assume so. One item in here, too, which, pretty small palace, one item. May as well just clear it out.
Yeah. And he's got some pretty good experience coming in, too, so he's going to get some levels. Exactly what it is going to depend on how far away the boss is, as he skips that first life level, decides he wants probably attack 5.
Does get another 300-point P back, so...
Yeah, the enemies have not had great experience today. Nope, he wants magic. Oh, I know. He's trying to get dash spell down in cost. That makes sense. As we'll
that does, because that can speed things up considerably here, as Gob has just found his Thunder's Tap. And that was, right, that was jump on the fountain. I missed that earlier.
Oh, right. We had the hint for that. We just didn't know which item it was.
Right, yeah.
Oof, kind of a nasty room for Dr. J. We're gonna see how good the life spell is as he powers through. Looks like quite good. 4 bars, I think?
That's not bad. This room really is ugly.
Yeah, when these rooms that normally have a bunch of small enemies roll up into a bunch of large enemies, it can really pump on the lag.
Ooh, 500 points.
Both runners really prioritizing magic. Gob at 453, Dr. J at 454.
Oh, that's a fairly quick horse head. Palaces can continue after the boss, so we'll see if this is the case here, and that's our item.
5 points for the horse.
Womp womp.
I believe that is, in fact, minimum roll.
Yes, I was going to say, I don't think I can get lower. Going to take attack 5 here, and the level dungeon does continue.
So he's gonna keep going. You know, you search what's probably most of this P1 at this point.
Yeah, not the large palace. There's not many rooms left here.
Yeah, when palaces do continue behind the boss, there's an increased probability that the item room's gonna be back there, just because when it goes to place the item room, it's gotta find a spot for it to fit, and because you can't enter the boss room from the right, the area behind the boss has to dead end at some point. And so whenever you have dead ends in the palaces, those dead ends are possibly becoming the item room. Just a little statistical thing. If you do want to look for items behind the boss, is the best place, though. It's not always a place that exists.
Yeah. In this case, it was the child. Very nice. And we've got a 0 item P2. Dr. J decides, let's do some other things first.
Okay, that's reasonable. He hasn't checked this town yet.
That is the Runia and magic containers, so Upstab guy is our water then today.
This is going to be Dr. J's 7th container, so he'll also be able to get the new Kasuto basement item, which at this point is 50-50 to be a glove.
Yeah, and glove would be potential go mode at this point, since we would have 3 available palaces one way or another. Dr. J has thunder access with the the fountain water he just picked up, that is. Yeah, that could be Dr. J on the route to let's get going mode.
Yeah, if he finds new Kasuto, picks up a glove, if you say he does this P2 on the way out, finds new Kasuto, you get a glove, you just up A, do 4, do GP. Very clean route.
Absolutely, because that's Magic Jar 7. But Jay, of course, does not. No, Jay's the one with the glove hint. Gob's the one I remember commenting Gob didn't get the glove hint, so.
Yeah, the tricky possibility is if it's not in the basement and it is in Spell Tower, we know the spell is in the west and are almost guaranteed at this point that last west item is boots blocked, and that'll put us on a punt.
Yep, because those boots could be just about anywhere.
Yeah, basically anywhere but water tile at this point.
Jay is going to go look for new Kasuto, though, which is a very sensible play at this point.
Yeah, he wants to get that glove before going into palaces anymore, and I understand.
Yeah, when you know where it is and you are almost guaranteed to have access to it, it is possible for vanilla like East to have boots blocks, but this one doesn't. It's just I feel like I'm pretty sure if New Kasuto wasn't that far from the cave that got us here, that Dr. J just went a different way, so it's going to be about the last thing he checks, I think, here.
Yeah. But it shouldn't be too hard for them to find. It doesn't look to be anywhere really hidden on this east.
No, I don't think Gob didn't have any major issues finding it, just he took different routes, so. Gob, in the meantime, is in... I actually do not remember which palace this is, but it's a moot point.
We're gonna find out real quick. It's 2. That's right, it's 2.
Right.
It makes sense. You're right there.
Yeah, that makes sense, yep. 0 items, so just going to beat Helmet Head and get out of here.
Okay, so Horsehead was worth 5, Helmet Head worth 1,000. That's a 995 experience point helmet.
That's a big difference.
It's gonna get him attack 6 here, I think. No, not attack 6. Magic 6. Could have gone 30 more points for attack 6, but he wants the magic.
Yep, Gob is going back to the west. And
this smells like a P4 into GP and hope you don't need the glove.
Yep, which is theoretically possible, just rare. Gob is also just hoping he might track down a glove on the way here in 4, which we know will not be the case because we saw this earlier from Jay. We have a downstab.
Dr. J went in here and held left because he was looking for item rooms. Literally, you just go 1 room right and downstab was right there.
To be fair, I don't think that Jay had any keys when he got in here.
Yeah, but he could have had downstab like a minute into the scene.
He could, it's funny. Mind, there's a pretty decent chance Dr. J comes back here.
Yeah, wow, this P4 is just go right, and it's a blitz P4.
Oh my goodness, yes. Also, hello again, Drosy?
Oh, technical issues resume. Only 200 points for Karak. How dare the bosses give sensible XP values? All right, 565, and I guarantee you Gob's going to go check GP now.
Oh, absolutely. He's got 3 gems, 2827 GP entry. We'll see how far he gets.
Hey, can you hear me?
Hey, we can hear you. Can you hear us?
Sorry about that.
And never mind, we're going, because that's a Thunder Block GP.
Hey, it wasn't a glove block immediately.
It is, however, an immediate T-Bird block.
Yup. So not gonna see any more of GP for now. This kind of stinks for Gob. He needs to get in from his perspective. He knows he needs Thunder. He probably needs a glove. It has not gotten hints for either of those yet.
No, Glove Hint was in Nito, which Gob noped straight out of because it was one of our billion-and-one junk towns. And I don't remember where the Thunder Hint was.
Okay, can I request a 10-second recap?
Sure.
Other than GP is glove locked, that seems the most salient.
No, GP, we don't know if GP is glove locked. We found a T-Bird in the first room, though, so we're not going anywhere without it. But the big thing is, Gob's cleared palaces, but does not have a hint for either Thunder or Glove. Glove is here in New Kasuto. I believe we just found out that's in the Spell Tower, because that was not the... because that was not it on the on the Granny's basement. And Thunderspell's in Nibiru, which is locked behind the water in Darunia.
Yes, that's accurate assessments. But yeah, Dr. J confirming that the basement didn't have the glove means that we are now on a boots hunt.
Yep, because Classic Islands West is surprisingly navigable except for one cave, and that one cave is pretty guaranteed to be our spell.
I think between both of our runners, we've seen all of the main overworld items. We still haven't seen Maze at all. We haven't gotten the Hammer Cave. Other than that, though, it's a palace boot hunt.
Fun stuff.
Yep, Gob into P1. Jay's just found his 8th and final magic jar. We have seen all 8 of those between our runners, I believe.
Yeah, we started with 6, so...
That's a generous start.
Makes 2 lives is the one summer.
Our runner's definitely going to be looking for more lives. Oh, I don't think we've seen lives in any of the drop pools, though. If GP ends up nasty...
Chat says they saw it in the large enemy drop pool, which is not that helpful.
Speaking of large enemy drop pool, I just saw that Blue Lizalfos only gave 100 XP.
Yeah, Seed's being stingy.
Almost every enemy rolled low on XP, but there's some pretty good bags in the pool. There's some 300s and 150s floating around in the drop pools. That's where most of our runners' experience have come from.
Alright, now that Drossie's here, I am going to mute myself for the most part. I will be in chat.
Alright, thanks, Star.
Okay. Thanks, Star, for filling in that whole time.
So yeah, we are just solidly on a glove hunt. We haven't seen... I'm really questioning where's the maze. That's I think our dentist collection.
Wow, we haven't seen the maze at all. Okay, so which palace is there by process of elimination? Hey, one up drop that you said we hadn't seen.
Okay, that's good. I believe P5 is our maze palace today.
Okay.
P5 or 6, apparently we haven't... we haven't seen the Valley of Death Palace, so it makes sense neither runner wants to be looking for that. We did have a hint, a useless mirror is one of the items in P5, but since we haven't seen P5, we don't know whether that's one of 3 or one of 1. But it does make you want to try and hunt down the other palace first. So Gob now going to take down the horse as his 4th of 3 palaces. And this is a fun one you missed. Watch this experience.
4th of 3 palaces. Oh, because we only have 3 gems, so he's not going to be able to place anything. Nope.
Yep. And we knew palaces continue. This palace continues after the boss. And we know the item is behind the boss in this one, but Dr. J did pick it up earlier, and it is not what we're looking for. I think this was the kid, so I think this is actually part of Gob getting Thunder. Because I think it's this kid, he can go to Darunia, get his water, turn that water in for Thunder.
So
that at least theoretically unblocks his GP.
Gob just turned down a level and up aid, I would like to point out.
Interesting. Did he just walk out? I think he just walked out.
No, he up aid, because he was in the item room. He would have had to have backtracked.
Okay, well, he's got a ton of experience right now. Oh, that was Gob.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. He's just trying to go fast.
I guess, but I don't know why he turned down the level.
I mean, it takes time.
That is, he got enough XP for a level, canceled out of it, and then up aid.
Maybe he wasn't thinking. Just you know, you see, you're like, oh no, I want an attack level, and then you're like, wait a second, no, I don't. I don't even want to be here.
Yeah, probably.
Both of our runners, because they had dash spell from the start and a bunch of magic containers, both runners have been prioritizing magic levels to get that dash cost down to speed the seed up as much as they can. And yeah, this makes sense for Gob. It's Death Mountain time. Not only, Gob hasn't checked anything in Death Mountain, this rock is extremely free. But we haven't seen Hammer Cave, and it's possible this Death Mountain is also our way to the maze, which would be a ton more checks. Oh, he got that flute, and there's a flute. Well, there's a flute box town in the east, but it's Old Kasuto, and he knows Old Kasuto just has some useless medicine. But yeah, both runners cranking out the levels. The one enemy that rolled good experience, the orange Lizalfos, are worth 500. The blues are 100.
So basically, take the easier Lizalfos.
Yeah. Take the easy XP where you can get it and leave.
Hey, our orange moblins for 20 aren't bad either, for an easy enemy.
Yeah, both runners just sort of clearing out the remaining of the stuff that the other runner didn't get. Dr. J still has some palaces to do. He did check a bunch of P4 earlier, but he went left instead of right and found there's two items in P4. He got the cross. If you just go right, you get down stab and the boss right away. So hopefully for Dr. J, he'll be able to complete a P4 pretty easily. But both runners have a hint that spell is in the west. Dr. J is making sure that he gets everything the way he wants to get that glove before going into any more palaces. And unfortunately for him, that may not be possible. So yeah, Gob is he got his child, he's gonna get to Darunia, get his water, get his Thunder Spell, and then probably we'll see some more of GP, but with neither runner having a glove, I can't imagine it's gonna be that much more of GP. Yeah, we know for sure Glove is in Spell Tower, which is blocked behind Spell in the west, which is blocked behind the boots in the question mark? Alright, so yeah, now Dr. J in P4. He went left before, he's gonna go right, get his down stab, place his second gem, and he's going to be kicking himself. He was at this P4 almost immediately, and if he had gone right instead of left, he could have had down stab a minute into the seed. Just didn't get it, unfortunately. Got the lesser of the two items here.
So does he still not have down stab?
No, he's got down stab now.
Okay.
He just picked it up, but it feels a lot worse to have down stab 38 minutes into the seed instead of 1 minute into the seed.
Okay, that's something I've never seen before, actually getting hit by a bubble while healing with a fairy.
Yeah, the fairies will continue to heal you until your life reaches full. regardless of if you take damage, but you can die in the middle of a fairy recovery.
And also, it being a bubble, you're losing MP in the process.
Yeah, the fairy only recovers life so fast, and if you go down to 0 mid-fairy, you do still die.
This is like silly stuff in Earthbound. I don't know if you know that game.
Yeah,
but...
with the rolling life counter, it's a very similar mechanic here in Z2.
Right, so if an enemy damages you while you're still healing... Though that can go both ways. You can avoid what would be a lethal hit if you're also healing at the time.
Yeah, similarly, a bit of a weird thing. Link cannot die. He can't die from enemy damage while he's in midair. So it's possible to lose all of your life and get knocked into a screen transition, resulting in the state we refer to as Zombie Link, where you have 0 health remaining but are still alive.
I think I've seen that.
Yeah. It lasts until you get hit by literally anything, so usually not long.
Meanwhile, Dr. J did just place his second gem.
Yep, he's got plenty of options for where he places a third gem, but he's on the glove hunt. He wants to find that glove. Because he did get the hint. Gob did not. That hint was in Mido. And Mido was just P-Bag Town. Gob did not go in to get that hint. Dr. J wanted the hints, so he went in and got his glove hint and a downstab hint. Which is pretty good stuff.
And meanwhile, with that whole child for water trade-off, what's in Saria? Not child for water, but just going down the chimney for water. Oh, okay.
Yeah, almost all of the Western towns, I believe, rolled P-Bags or blue jars. Because we had so many starting containers that there's a lot of junk in the item pool, unfortunately.
At least we got plenty of health.
Alright, so Gob has converted his kid into some water. And Dr. J, this makes sense for Dr. J. Go to DM. He's looking for a hammer cave or a connection to the maze. Really the only non-palace checks we have left at this point. It was only a matter of time until someone started digging them. And lots of dashing going on for both runners.
Oh, and Death Mountain is a caldera today, even.
Yeah, I believe, I don't remember which connector is our last connector. Because they rafted to DM, one notable thing, a little trick that could save some time, is that the raft and the bridge, cave is the last connector. Okay, thanks, Patrick. If the raft and the bridge can't both be on the same side of the map, and since DM Caldera is only a two-sided map, there is no top or bottom in a Caldera, or at least in a horizontal Caldera. Then, because the bridge and the raft can't be on the same side of the map, if you raft in, there's a lot of advantage of looking at the other side. Though we have seen the bridge already. Dr. J thinks he's found something here.
And Gob is going for Thunderbird now.
Yeah, I mean, he's hoping he's not going to need a glove. It's at the very least, killing this Thunderbird's not going to hurt because he can just immediately up A out of here.
Only Thunderbird on attack 5 takes a lot of hits.
Yeah, Thunderbird, one of the only enemies in the game where even with enemy health shuffle on, does not have random health. He's got the same amount every time. You'll always see he has a full health bar. That's not a bug. No way for him to be easy.
Oh, Gob's sure doing a nice job with the pendulum here.
Yeah, got a little bit off, but got a nice reset, and
he hasn't gotten hit once.
Yeah. And he'll pick up his item and then probably immediately up A to refill his magic. When Thunderbird's the first room in the palace. No reason not to.
Too bad we can't do like a prediction. How many rooms before a glove block?
I'm going with 2. It's, I mean, it absolutely could be one. Here's a fork. That's glove blocked. Let's see what up looks like. Nope, not glove blocked, but
Okay,
I'm
so...
gonna go right rather than deal with that room.
Okay, more than 2.
Yeah, and Darklink really could be anywhere. God decides he doesn't want to go left. He's going to go back to that up elevator.
Is GP Euclidean in these settings, or do we not know?
We don't know. It's a random style. We know it's not a tower because he's gone down at the start. That's the only thing we know for sure yet.
Well, that part was easy to figure out.
Yeah, DB'd asking, was that the other side of the glove block? Maybe? There are so many waffle rooms that you can't say for sure.
I mean, if it is Euclidean, that was probably the other side of the glove block.
Probably. But again, until we see some information or some more rooms. Yep, okay, there we go.
Yeah.
I mean, doing GP in this flag set, the chance of GP not requiring glove much lower than standard, but still in the 90s of percent probably glove required. Every time we add more rooms, we end up adding just as many glove blocked rooms as there were before to GP, and so the chance still remains what it was before, which is very high.
And P4 has 2 items, and we've only gotten one of them on Gob's side. Is that why he's back in here?
Yeah, Gob's only gotten one. Dr. J has both of them. The second item here is not a kid's cross, but Gob doesn't know that, so he doesn't want to try and find the maze. He doesn't want to go to Death Mountain. He's gambling on palaces. Dr. J is gambling on the overworld.
And it's not an item you're going to turn down if you happen to find it, but it's also not something you're going to go in search of, if you know where it is.
Dr. J is going to show us the Hammer Cave item just a second here. It's boots!
Okay, finally!
Huge advantage for Dr. J. And he's walking out of Hammer. I guess this kind of makes sense. He's just planning on finding the maze and doing the maze palace. He had the option to do P2 earlier, decided against it when he was there. But he still has to clear one more palace before he can go to GP. But with these boots, he should be able to. I don't know. I'd be really tempted just to up A. You know, you up A, get your spell in the west. He's got to go back to the east anyway to go get Spell Tower and get his glove. So.
And we could be hunting for a bit. Oh, there we go. Okay, sure. As soon as I said hunting for a bit, there's the maze.
Yeah. The problem is this maze palace is not going to be a quick one, regardless of what it is. It's either 5 or 6, and it's 6.
Yeah, I would think we'd want to find the items on the maze, since this is our first look at it.
Also, like, getting the glove first has some value, in that these palaces absolutely could still have glove blocks in them.
Oh, chat pointing out that, yes, Dr. J is on 3 lives and probably didn't want to up A to go down to 2.
I don't know. He's got a good life spell, 6/7/6.
Yes, Dr. J always likes getting as much XP as possible.
It's definitely helpful
when you
get really nasty GPs, especially on 2 lives. Having all these extra levels really can help quite a lot. But yeah, so now it's a race of how quickly can Gob find these boots versus how quickly can Dr. J clear P6.
Yeah, P6 could be pretty long, we just don't know.
Yeah, it is the second longest palace on average, but we've got, you know...
Oh, here's Barba, okay.
So
I don't think he's gonna search for the item, though.
You can always... I've almost, yeah, Dr. G definitely, he has the glove hint. Right, he has the glove hint, he has the hint that I'm fairly certain he has the hint that spell is in the west. And if you put those together, then he'll know that he is in go mode as soon as he takes down this dragon. Glove is in Spell Tower. We need spell in the west, which we also had a hint for, but we have been unable to access that until now. Dr. J found the boots in Hammer Cave.
And down goes Barba, so this will be his third and final gem.
Yeah, and if he does, if he did get all those hints that could put all the pieces together, I expect an immediate up A here.
And meanwhile, Gob is in Death Mountain, so he will eventually find Hammer Cave.
Okay, so Dr. J either didn't get that spell in the west hint or just forgot about it, and he is.
Oh, nope, just remembered.
Okay. Yep, he's like, wait a second, what am I doing? I'm out of here.
Oh, hey, we found a drop down. Might as well see what.
Right, some
Junk.
kind of minor item.
Clearly junk.
Is Dr. J gonna look for the second item here? He's walking back into Death Mountain. I don't know what he's looking for here.
Well, now that he has the boots, he can just walk through pretty easily.
Is this yeah, but he needs to go to the west.
Oh.
The fastest to go to the west is up A. Gob found Hammer Cave pretty quickly, and he's gonna have his boots. And unfortunately, Dr. J sort of burning off what lead he had here.
Assuming Gob remembers all the hints.
Well, Gob doesn't have all the hints.
Oh.
He doesn't have that glove hint. However, Gob has checked almost everything here. So while he doesn't know for sure that this is spell into Spell Tower having the glove, there's very little left for him to check, so he's gonna check it almost immediately.
Okay, Dr. J finally gives up on the east.
Yeah, but he is gonna, unfortunately, at this point, be behind. Not a ton behind, but probably 30 seconds to a minute off coming back into GP. Still anyone's race. I mean, GP can be a hot mess. But I guess Dr. J is gonna lose a little bit of time as well. He does have to fight Thunderbird still. And Gob's looking for something. Oh, there was a second item came in the west that he had not gotten that Dr. J did, according to his tracker. So he's spending some time searching the west for the last item. Because he doesn't know where he doesn't have that glove hint, so him and Dr. J both checking this. Yeah, both runners have the spell. Both runners picked up the trophy now. That trophy is good for a candle that they will not be getting.
I was just about to ask what was in Ruto.
Yeah, it was like a candle, 2 pea bags, and a blue jar on the west, as far as our wizards go.
And yes, Gob does have the cross.
Yeah, I think Dr. J just forgot about that hint that he got where the glove is in Spell Tower, because he does not need to be checking these remaining western locations. And it makes sense from Gob's perspective to check all of your west spots that you haven't found first, but unfortunately, Dr. J forgetting about his glove hint is gonna not take this time to catch up that he could. Yeah, I highly recommend everyone have some system of tracking. There are a bunch of different trackers available. People have their own systems. I've seen people track on whiteboards, pen and paper. But yeah, I mean, forgetting something, forgetting a hint you got, forgetting where a location is can cost you minutes in a max random tournament that has had some extremely close races.
And I've seen it happen all too often where runners forget a hint and just scour the world when they should have known they had a place to go to.
Yeah, both runners do have a tracker, but I can attest from personal experience that having a tracker, using that tracker correctly, and actually remembering to look at your tracker are unrelated things. Zelda 2 is a hard game, and the tracker is a helpful tool, but not guaranteed to show you the way.
I lost track. Did Gob grab the spell?
Yeah, Gob also has the spell. Both runners have the spell, but Gob does not know that Spell Tower has the glove. Dr. J does not remember that the Spell Tower has the glove. So first one to Spell Tower, going to have a pretty good advantage.
New Kasuto just doesn't get the respect it should have.
A little bit surprised Gob didn't make an immediate route to New Kasuto. It's very close to the entrance here in the east, and he still hasn't gotten the basement item. So he's got 2 checks he can get in New Kasuto quite quickly. He did go to the water tile quick, which is a good one, but didn't have anything worth picking up. And I feel for the Goblin here. This is going to be his second race in a row. Basically, last location in the glove.
Well, Dr. J is also heading in the direction of last locating the glove. Gob hasn't been to the maze yet, has he? Oh, here he is. Here's Gob in New Kasuto, at least.
Yep, and he didn't check the basement. He's going to check Spell Tower first. It doesn't really matter what order you do it in. Although, does he have enough magic to cast Spell? He does. Okay. It was close.
Wow, that's
way too close for comfort. I would have taken a magic refill there, but
I'm surprised Spell is that expensive at magic level 6.
Yeah, it doesn't go down a ton in the vanilla curve.
And is it just me, or did it look like the glove was sticking up the middle finger?
That is a property of the skin that Gob is using.
Ah. And here's Dr. J, not too far behind, though, as you pointed out, Gob doesn't have to beat Thunderbird.
Yeah, Dr. J, unfortunately, if you remember that hint, could have made up some time and be basically tied. Instead, he's going to lose a couple minutes and be probably somewhere in the range of 1.5 to 2 minutes behind in GP. Certainly amount of time you can catch up from. So, Gob choosing to take the upper glove block first.
Well, no enemies in here so far, so that's nice at least.
Yep, means there's going to be a flyer in the middle. There it is.
But compared to the rooms with like half a dozen Fakas in them.
Yeah, there are I think 4 or 5 different waffle rooms in the vanilla pool, and then an equivalent number added in the 4.0 rooms, and a couple other waffle variations in the 5.0 rooms. There are just so many waffle rooms, and Dr. J here with his higher magic levels, 6, 7, 7, doing a little bit more of a vanilla strategy where you cast jump and just sort of stab him.
Also, with attack 6, he's having to use a little bit less, do a bit less stabbing.
Yeah, this is a common strategy that gets used in the vanilla speedrun just because you're going to be somewhere in the range of like 886 there, and he just dies.
Now, this said, if Dr. J goes down, perhaps, if that wasn't just a loop back on itself.
Okay, he's looking up. He's gonna go up as well, it looks like.
I haven't particularly noticed too many splits for Gob.
Alright, there's the first one I think we've seen for Gob on this route as he just goes up, 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 up again. Alright, so if Dr. J wants to gamble, he's got that left. Oh, this room stinks!
Nothing like a spicy chicken.
Yeah, thankfully the life spell
Won't
powering
into the lava.
Gob through it. He had very
Gotta
queued up.
be careful
Didn't
with your
have enough
lives.
magic. And this is going to be one advantage Dr. J does have here in this GP. He's got one more level in each category, and with only 2 lives, game overs are a very real factor. A little bit surprised Dr. J didn't up A after killing Thunderbird, so he's got no magic here.
Maybe he's feeling behind.
Yeah, I feel like with Dash Spell, though, like,
True.
that a full bar of magic is probably still faster, just in terms of pushing Dash in the first couple rooms and going through it quick.
Wow, this palace really just goes up and up and up.
Yeah, we don't know for sure. It could be sort of feeling like a random walk more than like a vanilla weighted. There's
And now Dr. J doesn't have the magic for jump for this room, so...
yeah, you can make it up without jump, but it is a little tricky. Makes it up, but
Doesn't have the magic for fairy either.
yeah, there is a 50-50 in that block above, but because he's probably on bird, you have to get up there, stab it, get hit, try not to get hit by the bird, hope to get out, reset the room, do it again to get the jar, and then cast fairy. It's not an easy procedure. Every one of these crumble bridge rooms full of both kinds of bird, as GobOne being the first one to game over out of this palace. And this is going to be the winner of this race is likely to be the player who takes the fewest game overs here in GP. Dr. J not taking the lefts. He's got a couple of lefts available to him. He's taken exactly the same route that Gob did. Up, up, up into the ceiling. And Gob has no fear continuing to cast Dash here at GP. Doesn't want to save his magic for Life Spell. Good news is both runners know that they don't have to save their magic for Thunder, so they can use it all.
And Dr. J's gonna find that fairy dead end pretty soon.
Yep, and he will get the refill, and we'll see him probably here turn around and go back to one of those lefts.
Which is what Gob was trying to do before he took a lava bath.
Yeah. I think both runners probably will be getting to those lefts at approximately the same time. Gob gonna have to go for the 50-50 here.
Oh, did not work.
Okay, well, I mean, he needed to die anyway, so... It is, at the very least, if you get killed by the bird, a very slightly faster death than jumping in the lava.
True.
Yeah, Dr. J also getting bodied in the same room. This is Dr. J's superior magic, though. Has enough magic remaining to ferry out and save himself. And he'll be able to pick up a fairy refill in either of these 2 left rooms. Although the bird knight coming up on him.
Yikes.
Right. Good plan. Reset the room. Get the bird in the lava. Be like, no, bad bird. The bird will respawn when he comes back through, but at least won't be bugging him as he picks up a life refill.
Yeah, now he'll be coming back at full life.
So I think Gob is now on. Is this a new path, or is he still working his way to the? I think this is new.
I think this is also new what we're seeing from Dr. J, if I'm not mistaken.
I believe they are on the same path. I think they took it.
Okay.
Neither of them wanted to take the left. They both took the right. Oh no! And unfortunately, forgetting the hint is going to be enough of a time loss that Dr. J is going to lose this race by like a minute.
Yeah, well, you said we've had a ton of close ones.
Yeah, and this, I mean, so many things could have put this race into either runner's camp, but yeah.
Not too often you see simultaneous Dark Link fights, but get your GGs in for the GobOne.
Finishing with an official time 104.04.
And that'll force a game 3.
Yeah, keep those GGs ready, because Dr. J going to be done with his Dark Link in just a second. And it's going to be not even a minute, it looks like. Official time 104.34. Get your GGs in chat for Dr. J as well.
So half a minute.
Yeah, I mean, Dr. J not taking that game over, caught him up by about a minute and a half, but unfortunately he's about 2 minutes behind, after clearing Thunderbird.
Yeah,
and he just not quite enough in the end.
And he did do quite a bit of walking around between Spell and Nukasudo.
Check it if either runner wants to come on in and have a chat with us about what was another great race. Man, this series has been awesome. The winner of this series will be advancing to the next round of the brackets, where they will face the winner of Angel, Nimbus, and myself. I am extremely biased. I'm hoping for a rematch against Gob.
So you're scouting your potential opponent if you make it through.
Yeah, Gob beat me in the Swiss, and in another close one, it was about a minute apart. We always had good races, so. We're just waiting on them to finish getting their stuff set up, and we'll have a chat in just a second, as we've got GobOne joining us. GG's.
Oh my Lanta.
Yeah, Dr.
What
J.
the hell?
Dr. J will be with us for a while, but I have, while we wait for him, a question for you. How do you feel about last location in the glove every seed?
Bro, yeah. Cheese, dude.
Yeah, that was a race.
Yeah.
Man.
So, okay, the first thing of note that happened, Dr. J out of Logic 4 almost immediately. Went left hunting for items. You did not seem happy when you eventually found that the downstab was one room right and completely free.
Nope.
And the only reason I did that is because I didn't have a key at the time, and then got any key really early and just never bothered going back.
Yeah,
I got it fairly late too. Mine was like at least 30 or 40 minutes, I think. Well, no, that's not true, because I went into GP first at like 30 minutes.
Yeah, for both of you, it ended up being a glove hunt in the end. But question for Dr. J. Did you forget that you had the glove hint?
I just had that it was marked as Eastern Continent. I forgot that it was in Nukasudo.
Yeah, because we knew eventually through the combination of your checks that there was in Mito, because it was just a P bag town. You didn't go in for the hints and missed that there was a hint that the glove was in Nukasudo.
No, I went into Mito because I went to get the downstab and the fairy dude, or the downstab guy and the downstab hint. It must have been a different one then. Yeah,
Dr. J found the hint, but it didn't help because we knew fairly early on that by about mid race that spell was going to be required. and Spell was boots blocked, and so instead of being a glove hunt, it just became a boots hunt for both of you. Dr. J was the first one to find the boots, but needed to clear one more palace first, and it became a foot race to who was going to get to Spell Tower first.
And I almost feel like 2 might have been faster than 4 when I just walked in and saw there were no items and just turned around and noped out of there. But
yeah, if you had remembered that's the hint for the glove in New Kasuto, it would have been faster. I mean, without that, who knows, right? Because it's a little bit of walking, but you did have to go to the east. Hard to say for sure. It didn't end up being terrible, but it ended up being about 2 minutes difference heading into GP. And Dr. J made up some time, not taking a game over. Unfortunately, Gob, you took that game over in that really nasty Crumble Ridge room.
Yep. Yeah, I was sweating when I took that game over. I don't know that I would have made it back to Darklink because there was another that red bird in the room right before Darklink. I knew there was going to be a bird dropping down on me. That's why I paused buffer like a million times waiting for it to show up, and yeah, sure enough, there it was. I think I would have game overed anyway, but holy man.
If you had gone on and then game over to that red bird, then Dr. J would have won it. You took a game over at kind of the perfect time to come back. Yeah, I mean, like I said, Dr. J, he gained about a minute and a half from not game overing there, but not quite enough at the end. Ended up being another really close one.
Yeah, and then having to fend off the most ambitious blue Faka that's ever been in GP when I was going for the ferry right before Dark Link.
I cannot believe he made that jump.
Oh, he jumped over the elevator into the ferry section? What the hell?
Yep.
Yeah, you don't see that every day. What the hell? I don't know. Yeah, this scene that east was it was draining, dude. This way was swamp everywhere in the wrong ways, and yeah, they go through this Wilson encounter and then the Darunia encounters to get anywhere. Oh my man! And then I missed Darunia when it was over by 2, so I had to walk all the way back there, hoping it was there. I figured it was Boots Block 2.
Well,
and then I went into 1, YOLOing, looking for something, and I got the kid, so I was pretty happy about that. But
yeah, and the boots didn't really help as much as you would think with Eastern Continent too, because there was mountains everywhere.
Yeah, I had them at the end there, and yeah, they helped you sort of on the bottom. That was about it. It was a disgusting Eastern Continent.
Well, you have any plans yet for game 3 or?
Not yet, but probably won't be long. I imagine in the next day or 2 we'll probably schedule it up.
Yeah, hopefully. Yeah. I'm looking forward to it. These have been some great races.
Yeah, if not tomorrow, Wednesday probably.
Yep, that sounds about right.
All right. Well, did you have any final thoughts, Strassi, or?
No, I think we covered it. Obviously, New Kasuto was the deciding factor. But yeah,
as it always is. I'm dead serious, man. I'm dead serious. New Kasuto has always got something good.
And I am not sure if I've ever seen both runners on Dark Link at the same time before. If I have, it's been quite a while. So GG's to both of you for keeping the race close.
Yeah, I'm glad it was entertaining then. It sounds like you guys had a lot of fun. I didn't. Yeah. I'm sure you guys probably did, though.
Hey, the important thing is one of us did, and might not have been either of us playing it, but
True.
Can't always win.
Zelda is a game for the people, not for the runners.
But GG's, guys.
Thanks, GG.
GG's as well.
So, give both our runners here a follow if you haven't already, Gob and Dr. J. Thanks to Elendari and Drazi for doing the comms, and to Tara for helping me with the tracking. That's going to be it here for us tonight. Coming up on ZSR, it's summertime, which means we've got all the tournaments all the time going on at the moment. Currently, we have tomorrow. Looking at the schedule, we have more Z2R. It'll be at 10 o'clock Eastern. We have Game 3 between Jay Cooper and Tabby Orange. We've also got a Widoker Randomizer Tournament Season 9 qualifier race, a collection of Link to the Past Randomizer Kabuki tournament matches, and there's some Twilight Princess Randomizer going on too. So if you want Zelda action, there is plenty of that going on around. So keep an eye out for all of that. But for now, that's going to be it here for us tonight. We're going to read it over to Crocus, who is doing C2 vanilla of some flavor or another. Not quite sure which category, but we'll see how he's doing with that. Thanks for watching, everyone, and have a good night.